Hi everyone, it is Kat from Scratch and I'm joined tonight for a very special recording with the fantastic winner of the Great Scratch Shootout 2020 and 2018, but we're going to get onto that, the amazing Ivana Prokic. So hi Ivana! Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Really good. I'm just so glad that by the power of the internet we can chat. It's amazing.
Yeah,
So
me too.
I was wondering if perhaps we could maybe kick off. I know lots of our viewers will be very aware of all your fantastic competition wins, but I was wondering if perhaps we could kick off with a little bit of history about you, your career, and how you got into nails, and then also how you got into photographic competitions.
Absolutely.
So your career in nails, how did it come about?
I always loved nails since I was a kid, and then when I saved enough money to go for a course, I started to search on the internet, and I found then a course in Stockholm that I went for, and I think it was 2007.
And amazing. So that's when you were based in Stockholm, so Sweden. So then I believe you moved, is it to Belgium?
Yes,
Yes.
I moved 6 years ago, I think. Went so fast.
And by that point, you had your nail qualifications. So did you set up your business then?
I first started to learn Dutch for 2 years, and then the paperwork here are a bit, yeah, it's a bit harder to start a business here. So it took a while, and I think I have my business now for 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Amazing. So yeah, you've been ever since then. You've obviously started to step into the world of photographic nail competitions, and you won in 2018 the Great Scratch Shootout. And I believe, was that your first ever photographic competition?
Yes, indeed, that was the first one.
Wow, I don't know many people that can say that they've managed to do that. That's incredible.
Yeah,
And
it came like a surprise. I really didn't expect that.
so jumping forward to this year, of course, you won again and you claimed the title for a second time. That's just an absolutely incredible achievement. So how did it feel to win again?
I was so overwhelmed. I totally didn't expect it now either. So, yeah, I was sitting, I was actually working and I was watching the live, and I had my client in front of me. And then when I heard my name and saw my picture, and I started to cry, and my client was like, "What are you doing? That's good." And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm so happy. I didn't expect it at all." There were
Oh.
so many beautiful entries. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was an incredible year this year. I mean, the judging panel had such a hard time looking and trying to judge all the entries because they were all so special for different reasons. Because obviously this year we asked competitors to submit an image in line with the theme of you. And that's the first time we've ever done that for the competition. We were and erring about how we could make the competition so relevant this year, and sort of came across this theme. And I was wondering if you could maybe share how you interpreted the theme.
Yeah, I thought like it had to be something to, yeah, to tell something about yourself, but also try to give a message. That was how I interpreted it.
So for those that haven't seen Ivana's image, where have you been? But we will make sure that's all available to see on the Scratch website. But for those that haven't seen it, Ivana's entry this year featured an absolutely stunning model with across the nails the message literally spelling out "be kind," and it was we were blown away by it. The judging panel were just, the moment we saw it, we just were gobsmacked. It felt so relevant and so powerful. And am I right in thinking that the that message had something really personal for you?
Definitely. Yeah, since a kid, my parents came to Sweden like over 40 years ago for working, and yeah, I grew up then with immigrant parents, and I hated my name because yeah, people are not always so kind, and then also I have dyslexia. Then that was not so known, so yeah, the teachers were also not literally helping at that point. So yeah, it was not always that easy, but it was then. And yeah, then I also with the photographer Ilona, she did something so nice to a girl that was bullied, and that is actually how I got contact with her, and from her also being kind, it kind of brought us together. So yeah, it has a nice story behind it.
And I'm right in thinking that you mentioned your photographer, Ilona. She's the photographer that you worked with previously.
Yes.
So through the competition, you've kind of found a bit of a working relationship.
Yeah, but also personal. We
Yeah,
see each other and our girls play and stuff, so it's really fun.
that's really lovely.
Yeah.
So going back to the shoot day, how did you guys organize that? How did it all come about?
Oh, yeah. With Corona, it was also a little bit scary. Like, would I be able to go to Holland, because the Netherlands was closed for or red, so you couldn't go there if you were not supposed to work. But luckily, this was for work, so I could pass the borders. And we planned it from before. We were looking for a model, and we asked. It's like a Facebook group that you can ask for models, but what we then got as a hit was not really what we were searching. And Renee is the model now. Ilona worked with her before, and Ilona asked me like, "What do you think about her?" And I saw her hands and nails, and I thought, "Oh yeah, she's beautiful, and she has beautiful hands and nails. So yeah, let's do it." And then she also worked with the makeup artist before, so she asked her also, and yeah, we found a date that was working, and we made it happen.
That's amazing that despite everything going on, you were able to have this shoot day and be able to like enjoy maybe just a little bit of normalcy just for a moment. I can imagine that was
Yeah.
really special.
Yeah, and also fun to see somebody else, because we were at home for almost 2 months, not be able to see anybody else. And now, yeah, it was really nice. I was so happy to see her.
Yeah, and to do some nails because obviously you would have been locked down.
Indeed.
And so with COVID-19 in mind, how did you kind of navigate some of like the regulations and that on the shoot day itself? How did you kind of manage those risks?
Yeah, we were. Uh, I had gloves with me and masks and a lot of alcohol gel, but Ilona also had that at her studio. So, but in the Netherlands, they are not so. I think in Belgium they are more like focused on COVID and more afraid from it than they. So it was actually pretty relaxed, and that was also nice to come out there and just breathe for a while and not think so much about it, more than to yeah, keep it clean and also keep distance from each other as much as good.
Yeah, definitely. So that must have made for quite a really interesting shoot day. Definitely one for the memories. Were there any eventful or any funny moments?
We always have a nice time, and yeah, it was when I also like when we were watching the photos and I saw the photo, I was like, yeah, those I get like super excited, and Ilona, she's always laughing because she thinks it's so fun to see me that yeah, excited or super enthusiastic.
Yeah.
that's her every day. So, but for me, that's like so special to come to her and do this.
Of course, of course. And so I was wondering if you would be able to talk us through the nail look that you created. As I mentioned, it spelled out literally the message, be kind. But what were the products that you used? How did you create the nail look?
Yeah, because of the statement, we really wanted to keep it as natural as possible. So we didn't take the statement away. But in the beginning, my plan in the head was to use the new product from C&D, the Plexigel,
Yes.
because it's so crystal clear that I was like, yes, this is it. But the model, she had nail polish on, and when I took the nail polish off, they were, miscolored. So I had to use my plan B. And that was Vinylux nail polish, the color bouquet, and then the top coat, and we let it really good drying, so the makeup artist did her work. And before we went for shooting, I had like small letters that I put it on the nails then. So it's actually pretty simple, but yeah, that was supposed to be natural to not ruin it.
Yeah, and I think that is such an important sort of message from the competition, is you really do not have to have a complicated or exaggerated nail design to win the Great Scratch Shootout, because your previous win, again, you used a beautiful C&D colour, and I think if I remember right, it was just a really gorgeous sheer glittery red, wasn't it? So this time again, to keep it really pared back and really subtle, just shows that, yeah, you don't need to throw every single look at it in order it to be a success, and to tell such an incredible story. How do you think the nails play into the image as a whole? What importance do they have?
Yeah, I think that the natural beauty of the nails, I think, yeah, with the statement, then that gives the whole, effect from it.
Definitely. And it's obviously an extremely powerful, sort of striking image. What do you hope that viewers of the image, what do you hope they see in it?
I hope that they will love the natural beauty of the photo, but I hope that they also maybe agree with the statement to get like, oh yeah, can maybe do something nice for somebody today, or yeah, I don't know. To
And
be a bit,
oh,
yeah,
sorry.
sorry,
You go.
maybe to be a little bit extra kind, I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely what we felt, the judging panel looking at that image. It's just felt like, in such a sort of scary, tumultuous time, that message is just more important than ever. So important. We absolutely loved it.
Thank you.
So bringing it to kind of more the photographic nail competition side of things, how do you think entering these competitions, and in turn winning them, has helped your career as a nail tech, as a nail professional?
I don't know. I think like, yeah, in in other countries, I think people appreciate it more than they do in Belgium. Yeah, competitions here are not that big, I think. But I see that my clients really appreciate that, and because I'll try to keep it as I love to work with a natural nail and keep it natural. Then my clients often say, "Oh, I would like to have that design or that color or something." So that is also nice to see that they like the work that we do.
But I think also, to a certain extent, it's kind of made your name really well known over here. I mean, some of the people that have reached out to us, other competitors, have sort of said, "Oh, we're so glad that you won. Like, your image was stunning." I think you've become more known over here, and of course, your career has now seen some scratch covers as well. You are on May 2020, was it 2018? I think it was. you had the Scratch May front cover, so that sort of definitely helped with getting your name out over here for sure. And so why do you think nail professionals should enter these competitions?
It's fun. It's really fun. And yeah, I can only speak for myself, but I think that it brought my perspective of nails and this in total different kind of view. And I think I grown also so much from it, and I learned about the other branches also. And it's fun to do something different than just sitting in the salon and filing nails. For that's also fun, but yeah, something else also nice to do.
Definitely, it gets you out of your comfort zone as well, and gets you
Indeed.
working with people that you wouldn't normally necessarily work with. So what would be your advice for those thinking of perhaps entering next year's competition? So obviously we plan to open again in 2021.
Yay!
So would you say just go for it?
Definitely. I think it's some of the people this year, they made really nice photos themselves, and that was fun that that we also had that option. But I think that they should just try to find a team and do their magic together, definitely. So yeah.
Oh, amazing. Well, I think that's everything. So for anyone viewing this, if you have any questions for Ivana, please comment them and I will find a way to get them across to, and I'm sure you'll be happy to answer anyone's questions, of course. But as ever, this video will be available on the Scratch website and also on our YouTube channel to watch back if you want to get any more tips from Ivana or want to listen back to anything. But thank you so much for joining me, and we'll keep an eye out in November, because you will be able to read everything about Ivana's shoot day as well as all the other winners, so the other top 3 and our winners of the Voters' Choice Award. You'll get to read all of the behind the scenes backstage stories of those shoot days, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. But for the moment, thank you so much, Ivana. It's been amazing to talk to you, and we can't wait to see more of your work. So thank you.
Thank you.